What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stacie, and I'm about another one. So we got a beautiful Coco Jones right here with the worst blind date video. We're gonna get into this right here, but listen, if you don't know the hell I may be, my name is Stacie. Please make sure you subscribe right now if you new to my channel. 15K, we on the goddamn way. Make sure you go ahead and contribute to that number. I ain't finna hold you much longer. Let's go ahead and press play on this goddamn video.
All right, y'all, so what's up? How you doing? I hope you're doing really well.
Okay, I'm doing
Thanks for coming back to my channel. And hopefully we serve up the chuckles today. So we're gonna jump right in. I have to start with another disclaimer that's not my PSA. If you hear the AC, just know it was giving hellish. You know what I'm saying? I still get hellish. And I had to cut it. So just think of it as like the little white noise in the background when you're trying to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump right into the story right after this PSA. If you don't like what's being served here, why are you here? You know I'm crazy. You know I like to tell my stories the way I like to tell them. You know I like to give it what it needs to give. If you don't like it, then give it back. Okay? Return policy 90 days. So boom, let's just get right into this story because it's hilarious. It's hilarious. So backstory, I knew this girl and she was cool. She was pretty social. She knew a lot of peeps, whatever, the freak. And she was like, oh my God, Coco, I have a wonderful idea. I need to set you up with this guy. He ain't got no name. I ain't got time. He's a no name, okay? So anyway, she's like, I have this amazing idea. I have to hook you up with No Name. He is fantastic. Oh my God, you're gonna love him. I want to speak at the wedding. I was like, girl, relax. She was like, let me give you his number. I was like, first of all, he ain't had no social media, so I couldn't see no picture of him.
That's suspicious.
That's weird, but maybe you're one of those below the grids. I ain't mad at it. So I'm like, okay, well, if he ain't got no Insta, I need to know some things. So I already knew his height, I already knew his ethnicity, and I had enough details to be like, all right, sure, this is something I could get myself into. I'm sorry, I just gotta know what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on no superficial stuff. I'm just actually tall. So anyway, I know the deals, and I'm like, okay, bet. You can give me his number for sure. So she gives me his number. I text him. He immediately texts me back. She must have texted him too that I was gonna text. Anyway, he's like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. We start talking general stuff, you know, have a good back and forth with our texting. And so he's like, what are you doing? And I was about to go out. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to go out with my friends. And he was like, oh, cool, guys or girls? I was like, pause. I mean, you don't even know me, brethren. So it's a little soon to be asking like who I'm hanging with. It's giving control. I was like, guess, because that's as close as you're gonna get to who I'm actually with. Relax. So anyway, I'm like, guess. And he's like, oh, haha, all right. And I'm like, haha, all right. So anyway, we moving on. Keeping it chatting, keeping it classy, whatever. And so then he's like, hey, we should plan a date. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's give it what he needs to give. And we end up planning a date and like, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do that. Cool. So it gets to the day of that. And like later on that day, it was just, I was not feeling it. It had rained earlier and like, I just gotta be really in my vibe to go out here and give energy to these Negroes. I don't know. It's just, I have to be in my bag, in my emotional, mental bag. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm like, you know what? Can we brain check? Because it's not giving what it needs to give, unfortunately. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. I mean, I was really looking forward to seeing you, but like, okay. I was like, so sorry. It's just some things popped up.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Child. Anyway, so
we rescheduled. And one night we're talking and I was like, yeah, I'm just bored. And he was like, oh, I'm like, okay, I'm bored too. What do you want to do? And I was like, well, I don't know. What you want to do? Like, where you want to go? I was where you want to go? Okay, I really meant where do you want to go? Oh. So anyway, we end up going to this wing bar, like this.
See, I'm that type of guy. I am a very spontaneous dude. Like, it could be just a random day, like Saturday at 7 o'clock. I know it's bad because y'all got to make sure y'all hair and everything on point. But I could be like, 7 o'clock, I'm like, yo, let's go out somewhere. Let's go to dinner or some shit like that. Like, I'm very spontaneous like that. And it's trash. I know it's bad because you got to get your hair done and all that stuff like that. Want to make sure your makeup gone. So we can't be up and going in 45 minutes. I understand it. But that's the type of guy I am.
Sports bar. I was like, okay, cool. We can keep it a little casual. Like, all right, cool. I'm with that. I'm gonna get some wings. And honestly, I don't like to eat wings on the first date, but it was giving, I need some wings. So he was just gonna have to see this blue cheese. So anyway, yeah, we get there.
Ew, girl.
And I'm almost there. He calls me and he's like, hey, what do you want? And I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Get the order right in there. You know what I'm saying? By the time I sit down, it'll already be there. We can do a little chatty chat and I can do a little crunchity crunch. Perf. I was like, oh, I want this. I want the traditional wings and these sauces and some fries and, you know, the combo. And he's like, all right, bet. So he's like, what size? And I was like, oh Lord. I was like, I don't know what his pocket is running. And I'm not trying to do nothing disrespectful. I was like, what's the smallest? I don't know him. Like, I don't know enough about him to like know what I could ask. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? This is when I was younger. You know what? No, we're just gonna leave it at that. So I'm like, whatever the smallest is. He was like, I'll just get the 10 piece. And you know, my young ass, I was like, the 10. Oh, you gotta make it. So anyway, I'm like, per. I don't even know what the 10 is costing at this point. I'm just, anyway, I'm ridiculous. I was like, oh, okay, I thought he was going to try to be on some cheap and give me the 60. Okay, go ahead, 10. Go ahead, 10. I get over there and it's really loud in the sports bar or whatever, like TVs blaring and all that type. And I'm like, ugh, okay. And so we end up going outside. Like, there's only a couple of seating areas outside, but like, we're like, yeah, let's just go out there so we can talk. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go out there and we're just talking and, we're talking and we're talking and honestly, like a couple things threw me for a loop. First things first, like when we stand up to like say hi, greet, hug, he's like, oh wow, you're tall. And I was like, is that a problem? Because I was like, what? I don't know, what does that mean? Like in the way you're saying it, what does it mean? He was like, no. He kind of sounds like Carlton-ish to me. Like that's what he's giving to me. He's like, no. I just, you're just kind of tall. And then the second thing, he was like, this is literally how he said it. He was like, so how are you? I was like,
a squirrel.
So it was a C sharp, G, and then back to an A. I don't know. Those notes, I didn't like those notes. And y'all know I be on some music stuff, so I don't know. I was like, ugh. It was just weird. So I was like, good. And yourself? So yeah, we sit down, we're chatting it up, and I'm like, okay, cool. He's cool. Whatevs. And then the waitress comes and she sets down the food. And I was like, okay, period. Now let's get it cracking. I don't feel no smack. So anyway, the food gets here and I see one tray of wings, one side of fries, one drink. And my first response, I look at him and I'm like, what happened? I was like, did you order? And he was like, yeah, I did. I got these boneless. And so I looked down and they're all boneless.
Oh.
Huh? There's one tray. Huh? There's one fry. And your boneless wings are with my boneless wings, and I asked for tradish. Your boneless wings are beside my boneless wings, boneless. But I ordered tradish. So what is it giving? I was like, I'm ready to die by my food. I really do like my food. So I was like, I ordered traditional. And he's like, no way. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh man. I was like, Carlton. That's gonna be his name.
Carlton.
I was like,
Yeah.
He was like, are you, this literally how he says, he's like, are you gonna eat it? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I am. I was like, I mean, boneless, I literally feel like a child eating these. Like, what am I, 5 years old, eating some chicken nuggets? But yeah, I'm gonna eat them, of course, for sure.
You should just
so
turn them
I'm
back,
gonna
bro.
try one, and I'm just eating them, and he's talking to me, and I honestly, he's talking to me, and I honestly, I can't hear it. I don't hear it. I'm just baffled that I'm not eating traditional wings, and that his are on mine. I was like, what did you order? He was like, I only got 5. I was like, 5? What the hell is going on? Who eats 5? And then I don't know what's going on. So he's talking to me, and I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, the wings though, I ordered traditional. I don't know. I can't stomach it anymore. I can't hold it in. And I just have to say, I'm like, honestly, I fully interrupt him. I'm like, honestly, Carlton, I'm so sad I didn't get traditional wings. I'm just like so you know? And he's like, I know. So what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do about it? Do you not, want to eat them?
Fellas, the quickest route to the draws is attention to detail. Attention to detail. Pay attention to detail. So you get to make sure when it comes time to it, you checking all the boxes, because that's how women are. They want to make sure that you pay attention to their ass, because they like attention. They need attention. That's how they fucking grow. From attention. Not saying that's how they grow, but that's what that makes your relationship grow, or shall I say, or your prospects of getting the draws. You feel me? Whatever you want out of a woman, you gotta start with attention to details. You feel me?
Like, honestly, no. I mean, I would. I just they're not giving flavor like I want them to give. So yeah, I don't know. And he's like, yeah.
Bro, return them.
And this man proceeds to go, yeah. Hey, can I borrow a fry?
Oh, this nigga stupid. Another thing women want, fellas. Women want assertive men that take control of the situation. There's a problem, you figure out a way to fix it. That's what women want. If not, they're gonna look at you like, what the fuck? Why are you here? And one stupid thing women like to say, I could do bad all by myself. I know we don't want to hear that bullshit, but that's what they like to say. Don't contribute. Don't give them a chance to say that shit. I hate hearing it too.
Oh, hell no!
Now hold up. I don't even know you, good sir. This fry has 8 fries in it. I counted them. If you wanted a fry, why didn't you order your own? It's just it's mind-boggling that that's what you want to do, is ask for one of my fries when I literally don't even know you. So I'm like, yeah. Yeah. So he goes and gets one of my fries. I'm like, it just took a piece of me along with that fry and gave a piece of my soul. So we're talking, and I mean, I'm thinking traditional wings. I'm thinking, you just took my fry, big dog. This is cray cray. And then I was like, I think I'm gonna go get the traditional wings. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And he's like, really? He's like, you don't wanna eat them? And I was like, I don't wanna eat them, sir. Anyway, he's like, well, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Mind if I borrow another fry? Can I have some ranch? I was like, I'm sorry, sir. So now you want to slap salive? I don't even know you. You got my order wrong. You took my fry. You want another? We're down to 4. We're down to 4. 2 and 2. We should have just done it that way. You should have just told me up front. I would have brought my own fries. I better get. I would have bought my own fries. I better get. I would have pulled up at this date. If we're sharing food. No, I'm sorry. If we're sharing food and I literally don't know you, I'm sharing food with a stranger. And I would rather buy my own food, not eat with you. Eat by myself. I have a better time and I'd be able to go harder in the paint than I want to go. I'm trying to eat all cute for you and I can't even do it because you taking half my plate. What?
She's funny.
Anyway, this ain't even on no disrespectful stuff because whatever. So I'm like, man, this is flabbergasting. So he's like, can I have some ranch? I'm like, this is literally what I do. I was like, now at this point, it's hard for me to pretend. So I'm like, sure. And he's like, oh, literally, oh, you know what I think about the word sure? I feel like sure is when people want to say no, but they feel obligated to say yes, and so they say sure. Hey, she owe her homegirl a fade. She owe her homegirl a fade for setting her up with a straight up squat. Like, okay. He literally said they want to say no, but they feel obligated to say yes, and so they say sure. I was like, first of all, Donkey from Shrek sequels 1, 2, and 3. What you're not gonna do is traumatize me with your laugh after you want to ask for my side of condiment. This is getting real, real tricky. So I was like, Your laugh. Okay. That's his laugh. Moving on. So I react to his statement about the sure thing. And I'm like, I'm running out of pretend. I'm running on empty. I'm like, so what do you want me to do with that? He goes, well, honestly, I guess it's up to me now if I want to take the ranch or not.
Child. Anyway, so
I was like, so at this point, I'm running low on pretend. I'm about 5% left of pretend. And when I run on 0, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be authentic to my truest self. So I'm like, I don't hear a word he's saying. And at this point, I don't have the wings I want. I don't have the amount of fries I want because they have been taken from me. And now I'm not eating that ranch again. You know why? Because I don't know where your saliva has been. I don't know. And what I'm not gonna do is find out over 6 boneless chicken wings. Not here. That's not where I'm gonna do my detective work. Case closed. So anyway, he's talking to me and I interrupt him again. I'm like, honestly, you know what I really just want to do? And he's like, you wanna order those traditional wings?
You wanna leave, my boy?
I was like, yes, I do. I was like, you wanna, and I left that open. I was like, you wanna, I would like for him to be like, let me go get them for you because I messed up the order. You clearly said tradish. Yeah, let me go get them for you.
And you should have did that from the first quarter, my boy. Like, what's up? Man, fellas. If you a square, you gotta make up from the lack thereof. And you gotta make sure everything on point. With attention to detail, once a point, and assertiveness, and able to get shit done. You feel me? Like, you gotta do that, bro. Like,
I was just expecting a little noble steed. Since you want to give Donkey Kong, I was thinking you were going to be the noble steed. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm like, you wanna, and he's like, well, hey, you know, go ahead and get them. I'll be right here. Well, hey, do your thing. Go get your traditional wings. I'll be right here. I was like,
I ain't know what that's allowed.
All right.
Ain't no way that's allowed.
Okay. So I get my things, like my wallet or whatever, my keys and my phone, and then I go over there to the bar to order the freaking traditional wings. And as I'm walking to the bar, I call my best friend. And I'm on FaceTime with her and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. Because she knew I was going on the date. I called her 20 minutes before it. And so it's only been 20-ish minutes. So ain't no way that it's a good call. I call her and I'm like, I don't want to do this. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, what's happening? I was like, I don't want to be here. He laughs like, and he ate my fries, dipped in my ranch, and ordered me the incorrect rings. And you know how I feel.
Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to do it. She was like, then leave. Get your fries, get your wings, then leave. I was like, I can't do it. I feel bad. I can't. She was like, you need to have the hard conversation. Tell him you're not feeling it and tell him you're going to head out. I was like, oh, no. I'm avoiding confrontation to the fullest degree. I can't do it. I just felt like that's hurtful, you know? I would rather just completely ghost. That would hurt less.
What?
And that's what I did. I ordered my wings and I was literally waiting there for the wings. She was like, oh, 5 minutes. I was like, oh, purr. So I'm waiting for my wings because I was like, I'm going to end up with wings by the end of the day. I'm going to walk away with wings. Traditional style. Extra hard fried. Throw that seasoning on there. Give me heavy handed. Anyway, I get my wings and like the place is in the back or whatever. So you can kind of see it through the clear windows or whatever. And so I was literally like, and 1, 2, 3. And I literally Usain bolted up out of there like I teleported. Like you've never seen anything like it. Like, you know in the cartoons when the dust is behind them and the dust was behind me because that's how fast I had to get out of there with my to-go bag. I literally ran. So I run out. My best friend's on the phone with me. I'm literally screaming. I don't know why I'm screaming. But newsflash, the place is outside. So of course he hears me screaming on the low. I'm like... That's how I am because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm in an awkward pace and I don't want to be in this place. So... he hears me screaming. Obviously, it must have caught his attention because as soon as I get in the car and I speed off, call me Fast and the Furious. I speed the freak off. He literally texts me. He goes, "That's crazy." And I'm like, best friend, what do I say? Because I don't want to. I feel bad. I'm gonna block. She was like, no. She was like, it is kind of rude that you didn't tell him. And I was like, I'm sorry, but if you're giving I don't want to give you anything else. You know what I mean? I can't give it to you. I can't serve it to you. I did feel bad. So I text him and I said, I don't know. I mean, also another thing about me is like my social cues aren't the best when I was younger. Like as I get older and I've experienced more human then I know what's better humaning than like the not better one. I don't know. Honestly, I was homeschooled and I was trying to run up a paper. So I don't know. I missed that part a little bit. So I text him thinking that I'm being polite and explaining myself. And I'm like, sorry, when you didn't order me the right wings, it turned me off. And so I left.
Duh. Duh.
When you ordered me them boneless wings, you completely fumbled the bag. Like you completely fumbled the bag. Wasn't I supposed to tell the truth? So he's like, really? That one little mistake? And he's going off on me on the text. And he calling me too. And I'm like, oh baby, the way I'm not picking up. The way I'm not picking up the phone, baby. He's calling me too. He's like, really, that one hiccup? That's what's gonna cancel me out? That's really not a good look. And then he starts getting political on me. I was like, hold on, come back. I was like, hold on. Put your fist down because this ain't one of those black power type things. You're not gonna spin this on me, beloved. I love my black kings if they treat me like a black. Now hold up, don't do that. Don't raise no black power fist at me, buddy. I'm with the shenanigans. I love my black kings as long as they treat me like a black queen. Don't play with me. Anyway, he was like, this is really not good for a black woman to do this to a black man. I was like, okay. Firstly, I don't care what color you are. Red, yellow, blue, green, purple. If you don't want to give me the energy that I would give, if one of my friends, if I ordered the wrong thing for her, you know what I'm going to do? Girl, my bad. You know, honestly, let me go get it for you because you was hungry and I messed it up. I could have sworn I heard, you know, I'm going to give it that energy. If you can't give me the energy that I would give myself and my friends, then what am I doing here? What am I actually doing here? If you can't treat me better than I treat myself, when I'm going to reciprocate your energy and match it, what am I doing here? Like, sir, you fumbled the bag. All I needed you to do was give me the traditional wings that I was looking for and maybe another side of fries so that you wouldn't be sharing your fries with a complete stranger. You know what I mean? Maybe that. Was that too much to ask? No. So anyway, yeah, he's like, you know, it really looks bad on da-da-da-da-da. He was like, this is why our people can't stay together. I was like, I don't know about this or that. I don't know about none of that. All I know is that I had to go. And it had to leave. And I had to get out right now. It's the end of you and me. So yeah, actually I did end up having to block him because he really kept texting me. And I should have known when he asked girl or guy who was I hanging out with that obviously he's a little bit of a interesting character when that's the first time we're texting. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that little story. I don't even know what the moral of the story is. Here it is. If you know that the guy you're hanging out with and spending your invaluable time with is not going to match your energy or is not going to treat you the way that you want to be treated, then leave. Get your dignity, get your pride, then leave. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't waste another second there because I was like, I already know you're not going to give what it needs to give. And baby, the way I don't have time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that story, y'all. I don't really have anything else to say. And if I have something to say, I'll put it right here. If there's nothing there, then I don't have anything to say.
All right, that was it, man. Listen, 15,000 subscribers. We on the way. That was a very interesting video, man. I said what I had to say to y'all fellas, man. Make sure y'all on point when y'all pulling up with a beautiful black woman like that. You know, got a little date, man. Make sure you're on point. Attention to detail. That is the quickest way to get what you want. Quickest way to grow your relationship. Attention to detail, man. Assertiveness as a man. Confidence, intelligence. Just be a man. Just be a man. Be confident and a problem solver. That's what they want, because a lot of times they can't solve them themselves, or they don't want to go through the problem of solving them. You feel me? I'm gonna get up out of here though. It's your boy Stacie, and I fuck with you. Why? Because you fucks with me. Hey, I'm out.